Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 11.24.2025. Current time 0602 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. That'd be the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside this Monday morning. Start of a new week. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, as well as at Fireman Rich over there on X. And that's my mainstay for posting on these fine social media platforms. I do post on a host of others. Just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see where I'm at, or just check out the particular links that are in the various platforms, because we're on a network of seven platforms as far as for live streaming. We got 4 on Rumble, 1 on Locals, nobody on YouTube yet, 3 on Twitch, 1 on Facebook. That's got to be Tony. Yep, that's got to be Tony. Maybe, I don't know. We got 2 people on X Live, and over there on Kick. That's not showing up there. The numbers don't show up on Kick. We have nobody on Kick. So why do we post on Kick or live stream on Kick? Just for kicks. Okay, I like saying that. And but we get comments from Rumble. I can see the comments in the Rumble Studio client here. I can get them from Rumble, Locals, YouTube, Twitch, but not Facebook or X Live. X Live I got on the tablet here. So I have to monitor those. And let me see. Let me go over to the Facebook here real quick. And okay, that was the audio. Oh, we do have one person on Facebook. Good morning to the person on Facebook. We have nobody on. And good morning to the 2 folks on X Live. And I want to say good morning also to our Jersey girl coming in from Central New Jersey, Tina. Good morning, Tina. And we have from Bradford, Pennsylvania, out there across the border. If you go across the border from Olean, New York, where St. Bonaventure's is, and you just go a little bit to the west, right there on the New York, Pennsylvania line, that's where Bradford, well, it's a little bit south there, but it's Bradford, Pennsylvania. Our good friend, Deplorable. I hope you had a good weekend at Deplorable, and as well as you, Tina. And love the flags, Deplorable. Love the flags. Thank you very much. The flags are outstanding. Great to be here. And but I hope you all had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. We had a good weekend. We started out. What did we do Friday night? What was Friday night? The 21st. I didn't. Well, we had the broadcast, and I guess I kicked back Friday night and Saturday. What did I do? I thought I did something Friday night. Probably licking my wounds from the loss from the Buffalo Bills on Thursday. Saturday, yeah, that's right. And then Saturday it's sort of like a double bang or double. And Tina saying good morning to Deplorable from Twitch over to Rumble. There you go, Deplorable. And yeah, Saturday was a sort of a double whammy there as far as that goes, because Manchester City played and they lost to Newcastle, who they haven't lost to since 2003. So I had a double loss this week. The 2 favorite teams that I do follow, and so it was so not a good start to the weekend, but it was still a good weekend as far as that goes. And then yesterday we did do Tony D's broadcast, Belt Kings Fantasy Football with Michael Bathurst from Canada, and that went very well as far as that goes. And we had some football yesterday. I enjoyed that. I was watching I was watching on the Paramount channel here the Pittsburgh game, and Pittsburgh. Who did Pittsburgh play? Pittsburgh played Chicago, which was a good game. That was a good game. And then on the tablet, I was watching the Giants win, and Let's see. I had a good weekend. Baked pumpkin pies and put up the tree. Okay. You had a great weekend. That's great. Um, I had God. Yeah, I had God too. God is great. God is great. God is great. Yeah. But we don't put the I just well the missus is put and by the way the missus says good morning to you all. She said to me, I said I'm going live. She says say everybody. I said good morning. So she beat you all to the punch as far as saying good morning this morning, and but she put up this snowman decoration above her desk. It lights up and stuff like that out in the living room. That's where she has her desk, and as far as that goes. And let's see, deplorable says hi Tina. Could be worse. Rich, you could have lost to the Cowboys. Sorry, I missed the football show. Oh, no problem. You can watch it on replay. Deplorable. Um, it was pretty good insight. And I think I'm not sure. Did the Cowboy? Let me see. Let me check here. I forgot to bring up the the sports here. We'll go over the sports, but I'm just going to glance over. I'm gonna take a peek over at the NFL. Okay, what do we got here? Let's see. That's NHL. We're going to be going over that, and then because I was watching that game, but yeah, I think Philly won, didn't they? NFL. And Deplorable says good morning to the missus. Yep, she says good morning to everyone. That includes you, Deplorable. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. And as far as it's always good to say good morning and stuff like that. Oh, the Cowboys beat the Eagles. Holy shit. How did I miss that? Huh? Oh, you don't watch? No, I changed the channel. I was the movie Deplorables 4, which is a movie I haven't seen. I watched that. I thought the Eagles had that wrapped up at the halftime. Oh my God, that's a big upset right there. The Cowboys weren't playing that good. That's a shocker this morning. I'm just seeing the score right now. We'll go over that. Wow, that's interesting. Could have lost to the Cowboys. Yeah, freaking deplorable. Kian. Yeah, that comment right there. Could have lost. He says could have lost to the Cowboys. So it's like, did the Cowboys win? I thought they lost. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. That's. I know Tony D will be happy. He's a Cowboys fan, so I missed a good second half then. But I like I said at the halftime it was 21-0 or something like that. So I figured, oh, they got it won. So I turned the channel to watch the Deplorables 4. I need to see who I picked. Let's see. I got it right here, Tina. Let's see. On that game right there, you picked the who did you pick? You got 14. Who did you pick? You picked Bills, Colts, Seahawks, Vikings, Jets, Lions, Steelers, Patriots, Raiders, Jags. Oh, you picked the Eagles. I picked the Eagles. Tony picked the Eagles. I guess he regrets that. Captain Rehab picked the Cowboys. Ted Hicks picked Philly. Michael picked Philly. Brian picked Philly, and I picked Philly. So Captain Rehab got one on everyone. And who did and CBS picked Cowboys. So that's interesting. So, well, like I said, I don't really. If I picked the wrong one, I don't really care because Bills lost. If the Bills lost, the whole weekend's a loss for me as far as. No, so that wasn't. I thought that game was over with. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, I might have to go back and watch the second half replay on NFL because NFL channel replays the football game. So I'm gonna have to see. They'll probably have that one on there because that's a good one. But um, ads are on. Okay. Yep, they're going to be on Twitch. Go to YouTube. I'm not seeing any ads. Usually I see the ads, but I don't see the ads here. But um, and I did something yesterday also. I did a what I'm calling a static static broadcast. Are we back? Are we back? Sorry about that. Who did a? You picked the cow. You picked the Philly, Tina. Philly. Everybody picked the Philadelphia Eagles except Captain Rehab and CBS. So I'm sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. I want to show you something I did yesterday, though. I did something what I'm calling a static. A static. I missed it because of it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The ads are going to be there, Tina. That's a given. And I did something yesterday before Tony D's broadcast. I'm calling it a static. Let's see. No ads on. Just at the beginning, there's a couple when you first sign in there. Deplorable. You can skip over those as far as that goes. Yeah. Welcome back. Yeah. Sorry about that. It is what it is, Tina. You know that. You've been on Twitch long enough to know there's going to be commercials. Okay. I mean, there's other broadcasters that have them on a lot longer than I am, and they play dumb, and I make it no thing. This is at the minimum as far as ads. Okay, I'm monetized on this platform and Rumble. Rumble, there's 2 ads in the beginning, and that's it. If you don't want to watch ads, you can go to YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I'm on a whole host of other channels. There's no ads on locals, YouTube. So the ads are, like I said, I'm not going to say anything more about the ads. Full disclosure, I have ads on Twitch. Okay. So I do monetize. And okay, and welcome back. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. But I want to show you something what I did yesterday, and I'm going to start, and it's going to be Rumble only. I call it a static. Came across this one broadcaster is broadcasting there's a volcano that's erupting over there in Hawaii. So what I did is there's from the National Geology department there. They have a live stream, and I ended up doing the live streams. Okay, yeah, I know, Tina. I know. You just vocalize. It's just I just because people see that it's for the other people that are watching, so they realize that. Okay, I know there's ads and stuff, but I just respond to that for the other people that come in. Okay, because I've had some people that have said, well, he's not listening to his people in the chat, and I do listen. It's just that they know, and I know I'm monetized on Twitch. Okay, and it's set at the small setting. Okay, so if you let me know there's ads and you know as well as I, this is for the other people that may be coming in, okay? Because I know back when back in the day there was one individual that was very adamant and said, "Well, he knows." Yes, I know I can turn the ads off, but I have them set to the minimum. That's my choice, okay? This is my broadcast, and I know you know that, but it's for the other people that aren't familiar with Twitch. And then over on Rumble, there's 2 ads that come up. You can skip through them. Okay, that's the only reason why I'm responding, Tina. I know you know. Okay, you've been on Twitch long enough to know it's stuff like that, and I know you know that it can be a little irritating and stuff like that. But I say that for the other people that are on the broadcast. They say, "Well, Rich, he's not listening to his." Yes, I do listen to him, but they know, and Tina and everybody. I'll let you know. Tina knows there is ads. If you've been on Twitch long enough, you know there's ads. Okay, and there's broadcasters that keep them on. There's some broadcasters that turn them on where you see 2 minutes worth of commercials. That's ridiculous. I just move on. I if they're broadcasting on YouTube, I go on to YouTube. So that's why we got 7. We have a network of 7 channels, folks. A few of those I'm going to monetize because they offer that. It's a few pennies here and there, and it allows me to do a few things here on the live streams. Let me get to this now. Enough of that. Public service announcement, or PSA. This is something I did yesterday. I just want to show this bit, and it's over on X and all those other fine social media. But I'm only broadcasting this on Rumble only. This is going to be like along with what's that other program I started? Hello America. Um, and Tina says, actually, I bought stuff from ads like that. Oh, okay, that's cool. I think the ads you get, Tina, from what I found out, it's what you've been searching for. What's in your search, what you've searched for buying stuff and stuff like that. It'll cater to you and stuff like that. But that's let's see, let's go to this here. And what it is, I posted this over on X as well as some other fine social media platforms. And what it is, this is the posting right here on X at Fireman Rich. That's the volcano that's erupting. That's a picture, but there's a link there to um, to the eruption itself. Okay, let's go ahead and go to that here. This is what it is right here on Rumble. Okay, that's on my Rumble channel, the Hawaii Kilowana volcano. So that was happening yesterday. So I broadcast that for 2 hours. I just found that interesting. That's the volcano, and it's from the U.S. GS live stream. This is a Rumble only. I call this a static. So I left it up for 2 hours before Tony's broadcast. And isn't that cool? I think that is so neat right there, as far as that goes. So, like I said, that's the on the Fireman Rich broadcast. It's Rumble only, and uh, but it just the power of Mother Nature right there. That is so cool. So I'm going to be doing these. I'll probably be doing them on the weekends, like a Saturday, because I don't normally broadcast, live for me. But I will broadcast. I can broadcast this and leave this up for a couple hours and stuff like that. I just think it's cool, and I keep this. I put this up on the TVs that we have just to watch and stuff like that, because it's a very nice background scene, because that's Mother's nature and stuff like that. So that is pretty cool. So, oh, we don't want that. I got to bring my camera back up. There we go. So, I'm calling that a static because I'm not on there. Just 2 hours of that pit of the constant flow. And I found a couple other ones. The space station, International Space Station, because I love space. So the live feed from the NASA, and I even found one from Yellowstone National Park. They have a parameter. So I think that's just picture, just to put it up for a couple hours for a broadcast. It gives me some broadcasting time and such. So, but it's going to be a Rumble only. So look for those links to that type of broadcast in my X feed, or else on those other fine social media platforms that I'm on. Okay, so I thought that was pretty cool as far as that goes. What do we got here? What's this on the Rumble? Oh, deplorable! You gave me a. What'd you give me over here? You gave me a. Can't wait. Okay. Gave you a thumbs up. I saw your comment on the morning broadcast here this morning. Okay, all right. So got that out of the way. So I thought that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. And oh, my cousin. Oh, are you on? Oh, I think my cousin out in Wisconsin. She's on X Live. She's making comments on the broadcast. Good morning to Loriana, if you're there. How you doing? Good morning. Let me see if I can make a comment. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good. She's watching. She's watching on X Live. I have several cousins that are out there in Wisconsin and Minnesota. Very good. Oh, and the missus says good morning, Loriana. You know who the missus is. I don't say the missus's names on the thing, but let's see. What am I going to do here? Let's see. We'll go this and let's see. Morning. And let's see. I gave you a good morning back on your comment there. And let's see what we got here. We got another one. What else we got? How come that's let me see. I'm just checking my X notifications and stuff like that. So but thank you very much for being on the broadcast. I wonder if I could can I don't know why she didn't comment on the live stream itself. It's just okay. I'm not seeing that. Okay. But good morning, Loriana. Great, glad to have you watching from Wisconsin. She's or did you move to Minnesota? I don't know. I lose track and stuff like that. So um, let's see. Let me see if I can find her here on the thing. And okay, we're gonna go back here. Okay, so my cousin is watching me on X Live. That's cool. She used to watch me back in the day. There, I used to. Uh, uh, my cousin Lori, her aunt was my godmother. She used to send me $5 every year on my birthday and stuff like that. That was a real treat back when I was like 6, 7, 8, 9. I thought I was rich when I got that. God bless her, and God bless her and your father, my uncle, and Godspeed to them both and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. Let's see. X has been a riot this weekend. Oh, has it? Okay, I've looked at. I didn't really see that much, so I don't know if you want to be a little more specific. Maybe. Well, if it's too political, don't bring the political stuff. If we try not to do the thing. So, Tina says yes as far as this, and she says I know it when I pray. I say Mrs.'s name. Oh, okay, okay. That's okay. I know it's slipped out a couple of times and stuff, but I try making it a habit not to mention her name and stuff like that. And she does appreciate the good mornings and the good wishes and stuff like that. So I do appreciate that. So that's going to be a new broadcast that so I have Hello America, which I'm not going to do if there's something in the news that really gets me spurred up and stuff like that, and I need to get it off my chest, it's Hello America. That's where I get really, I get on my soapbox and I get political in a sense. I try and be fair. Okay, it does swing right. Okay, full disclosure, I am a registered conservative Republican, and here in New York State, which is predominantly Democrat, but we're looking at changing things here probably next year, maybe I don't know. But that's one, and then the static broadcasts, such as the volcano eruption over there in Hawaii, or some picture scene there for about an hour or two and stuff like that. I just think that's pretty cool to do. Okay, but like I said, started the show. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I do have the morning coffee. Got to mention the coffee. The coffee is great this morning, and let's see, just with posting what country people are posting from. Oh, just with posting what country people are posting. Okay, I did. Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't really see that. Of course, I didn't really look at my X feeds this weekend that much. So, well, Saturday. I think Saturday I did some political postings. Let me check here. Let's see what. Uh, oh, you bought a lake home in North. Okay, I seen. Okay, if you're listening, Laura, I've seen those on the Instagram. I saw that you were moving and stuff like that. Okay, okay, you're making comments on the X. I think you could do. Can I wonder is the can you make a? Let me see something. Can I make a comment here? Let's see, I can't. Doesn't want to make a comment. Let's see. I gotta check. I gotta check this on the X here for a minute, folks. Let me check this real quick here. Did anybody make any comments on X? Let's see. Let me just say good morning to everyone. Good morning. All on X Live. Let's see if the comments work. Maybe they're not working. I don't know. Okay. Okay. So my cousin, she's. Oh, let me see something here. Oh, there it is. Okay, she's in the chat. Let's see. Is that a chat? Okay, I got you on the chat there, Loriana. Bought a lake home in northern Maine or northern Minnesota. Okay, so you're in Minnesota. Okay, that's cool. Let's see. It's 6:27 here, so they're an hour behind. And but Laura, for everybody that's watching, Loriana, she's my cousin out there in Minnesota, and stuff. So thanks to the internet, we kept close contact and stuff like that. And we have I got to make mention because he just came into the room here. Um, and Tina says, "Good idea." Okay, yeah, that's a good idea as far as the static, the thing. And Tim Fan 40, good morning, Tim Fan 40, coming in from Michigan. So we know we have viewers. We got Tina from Central Jersey. We have Deplorable from Bradford, Pennsylvania, and we have my cousin out there in Minnesota, northern Minnesota, in the lakes, a state with 1,000 lakes, and then we have. Tim Fan 40 is out there in Michigan, or is that the state with 1,000 lakes? It's either Michigan or whatever. And Tim Fan 40 saying good morning to Tina from YouTube. Tim's on the. But I hope everybody had a good weekend. Mine was all right, despite the double losses there of the Buffalo Bills and Manchester City over there in the UK in the Premier League. The weather was pretty pleasant. We went. We did something. Me and the missus. We Saturday, or was it Was it Saturday or Sunday? Saturday. Saturday. We went to a new place. Let me highlight this place here. Here in Owego. And I want to show you this place. It's called Vigio Italian Market. Huh? Villaggio Italian Market. They just opened up. Let me bring you to their Facebook page here. And let me go ahead. I want to highlight. We went here this weekend. It's a place that just opened up. Okay. And let me put this back here on the Rumble. And let's see. Let me bring this up. And we went there, and because it had Italia, because I lived in Italy for a total of 7 years. The missus 4 years, as far as that goes. And so this just opened up this last week. Their opening day, they had over 500 people that came through the store. And it's like an Italian market. It's a little store. And let me present this here real quick here. And I want to highlight, this is Villaggio's Italian Market. And this place is fantastic. There's their Facebook page right there. Okay. And let's go to the pictures. This is some of the stuff that they this is their weekend, their hours. Oh, they're closed Thursdays and Sundays. Villaggio's is closed Thursdays and Sundays. That that is weird. I could see Sundays, but what, Thursdays?
Well, maybe just this Thursday for Thanksgiving.
But that's it. That where those 3 chairs are, the 2 on the left. I sat on the far left, and Mrs. had the middle one where I had an espresso and 2 cannolis, and she had a, what did you have? A cranberry walnut biscotti, and they have some stuff, and they make baskets. Okay, and they sell this stuff. I don't know what this is. Some high end booze from Italy, I guess. um, so and they have a cheese area. You can buy some cheeses and stuff. They got it's all decorated. Very nice place. Very nice place. That's the back room. And they have this for takeout. They've got now the portions, the two portions. I was looking at the large. It's actually that was I thought was a small was a large, but it's a little pricey. But the food looks great. So they have takeout as far as that goes. And let me get to the comments here for a minute. We got some people coming in, and we have Pahad Google 35. Hey, how you doing? Um, I am doing fine, and I hope you're doing fine. And let's see. Tina says, "Oh, love them." What? Oh, she just got a Piscotti, and it was primarily we wanted to just look and. Okay, that's right. You're from India. Okay, glad to have you here. Thank you for being here. I'm showing you something that it's a little bit of my world here in Owego that I went to. This is a place. Okay, that's good that that's your employment. Okay, and they bake the what is that? They bake their own bread. Maybe they do bake. They said they brought the bread in from another Italian bakery up in Endicott. They all pricey, but worth. Yeah, it just a little bit, Tina. You know, it's a local shop, and that's their menu for. You know, you can. I guess you can eat it there if you wanted. Okay. You know, they have a couple tables there, and you saw the table counter and stuff like that. And there's the front window. That's the front counter. We're sitting at those two chairs off to the right with the Christmas trees and stuff. Very decorative. And so Villaggio's Italian Market there, and there's a shot right there from the counter. We're sitting at the two seats off to the left, and that's a gentleman that he's a um, he's Italian. And that's some of the food they can offer, you know, as far as you want to eat it there. There's they have espresso. I suggested they get that's not my espresso, but I had a cannoli. But the missus, she doesn't drink the straight espresso. Actually I had an espresso doppio, and I think that's out back. See the back of the building. There's a walkway along the riverway, and I guess they highlighted that. There's their front counter right there. There's the cannolis right there. They put the cream in the cannolis, and they got the cookies and the baroches up top there and stuff, and the jars. There's a pier.
Biscotti, not brioche.
What's that?
Biscottis.
Piscotti. What?
Biscotti, not brioche.
Oh, Piscotti. Yeah, the missus had a Piscotti. I'm getting excited showing this. I guess. There's the front counter there. A little bit more of a put out little snacky Roonies there as far as the highlight. I think that was on their opening day there. Oh, they do have that cake. There's a picture, but it's a smaller cake. It's not the big tall cake, the Christmas cake or New Year's cake. This is like a traditional cake, I guess, for over there in Italy, with the raisins in it. Yeah, this is there's another tray. They can make up some trays there. You can have a little snacky poo there on the while you watch the traffic there on North Street. That's North Street, right?
Front Street.
Or Front Street. Front Street. North Street's in Endicott. Now I'm so hungry. Deplorable says, "Yeah, look at that. You just sit there and have a party. You can bring your own bottle. They don't sell alcohol, but you can bring your own bottle of wine in, and they charge a $5 cork opening. So I think that's pretty neat. That looks good right there. I think they had that out for the opening. Yeah, Pananatone. Yeah, that looks like an egg dish of some sort. Hey, Captain Rehab, and there's a picture going down Front Street there. So a really nice place. There's some products they have. And good morning to the missus from Captain Rehab. She says good morning to you. She said good morning to everybody before I went. She said, say good morning to everybody. Yeah, we just talked about that. You and CBS are the only one that picked the Cowboys, Captain Rehab. Congratulations. I only watched the first half of that game. And open cork before go in. I don't think they allow it then, Tim. I just read the comments there. Prosciutto. There's the prosciutto tray. I love prosciutto. So this is a little you can tell I'm sort of crazy. There's a cheese thing again, some more products and blah blah blah. So it's just a really nice place. Oh, there's the lasagna right there. That's the homemade lasagna. They make the lasagna and they put it in the freezer. You can take it out, bring it home, throw it in the oven, and you got good lasagna. There's a sausage. There's the meals right there they make for takeout. And as far as that goes, so we were only we were only there for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but
Maybe 30 minutes.
about 30 minutes. We walked around, and it was a great place. And
Interesting Italian stuff to buy.
and Tina saying, "Good morning, Captain Nephew," and shut up. We all did think so. We all didn't think so about the Dallas. And
Captain's got the inside scoop.
I think, did you hear that, Captain Rehab, on your cowboy thing? I think you got, because you've done this before. You got the inside scoop. We'll talk more about that. I only watched the first half of the game. I thought it was over. And Tina says, I usually pick Cowboys. Yeah, I was surprised you picked Philly. You usually do. And I liked him open the cork before going in. No, you can't do that. But Captain Rehab coming in from the city of brotherly love down there in Philadelphia. Thank you, and so that was I forgot we did that yesterday morning. That was pretty good. I had that coffee when I said, "Oh, you have espresso?" And the one girl says, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I usually get a coffee doppio when I was over in Italy." Oh, I could do that for you. I know what doppio means. It's like, okay, it's actually a double espresso, and I used to have those all the time at Tussi's bar before I go into work. I'd stop there. We'd all have a coffee, and then we go in for a 24-hour duty out on the flight line as a firefighter, and then after we got off, we'd always stop at Tussi's afterwards the next morning, and we'd have a coffee, doppio. And if somebody happened to have a birthday or got promoted, we'd break out the wine, and that would be like 8:30 in the morning. We'd be drinking. We'd always say, it's 3:30 somewhere in the world in the afternoon, and it's America. You can do anything. Yeah. No, well, this is over in Italy. We did that, Tim. We at Aviano Air Base there at Tussi's bar. But this place, it just reminded me. It's just the way they have it set up. Excuse me. It's a great. I love seeing little businesses like that start up. So I know where I can get a coffee doppio, and maybe they might expand on where they might offer. But the thing of it is, if they offer a cappuccino, there's Carol's Coffee Bar. It's like two stores over, and Carol's Coffee Bar is a good coffee bar. So I guess they don't want to infringe on that. And they got their own little niche. And I mean, when we were in there was probably about 10, 15 people. And that's a small store, but they pack a lot. They do pack a lot. I'm talking about opening the cork before going. Oh, okay. No, I think if you open the cork, they wouldn't let you, you'd still have to pay the $5. I think that's a ruling for they allow. I guess their business model, they allow alcohol and it's wine if they can open it. Okay, and because they're serving it. Okay, they're not charging. You're charging you just to open it, but they're not charging for the alcohol. I don't know if I take a bottle of wine there. It's the smoke. You saw that there's only 3 seats there at the window, and they had 2 tables. So, and you got people coming and going, and the counter's right there. So, other than having a little snacky. Oh, they do have gelato though there too. I walk by and say, "Oh, gelato," and oh, you know what that is? I said, "Yeah, I know what gelato is." Oh, I love the gelato. Okay, we're gonna get going here. We talked enough about 45 minutes as an intro here. Let's see our weather here currently in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York. It's still holding at 41 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's 5 degrees Celsius. And Tim says, "I got you." Yeah, okay, Tim. And right now it's starting to get light out there, so the sun's starting to come up. We're going to have cloudy skies early, then partly cloudy this afternoon. High of 47 degrees, so it's sort of warm this morning. 41. I mean, I think Saturday it might have been down in the high 20s, low 30s. Starting out in the morning. Winds out of the west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sun will be rising this morning at 7:07, which is in 15. 22, 12, 24 minutes, 24 minutes from now. 7:07 a.m. The sun will be rising. The sun will be setting at 4:39 p.m. later, and it goes by quick. I mean, you say 4:30 in mind, it's getting dark out there at 4:10 because we got the mountains on the hills off on the horizon there. As far as that goes, our world times and temperatures as I speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:43 a.m. Clear skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 4:44 a.m. Clear skies in Phoenix, 52 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, Chicago, back up. Chicago, the windy city of Chicago. Clear skies with some passing clouds, 37 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's cold out there in the Midwest. In New York City, the concrete jungle at 6:44 a.m. 6:44 a.m. here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside this morning. It is clear skies, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And in, let's see, Tina's giving me her weather outlook down there in central Jersey. Where is that, Tina? I know it's there. I saw it. Where the heck is that? I saw that. Oh, you know what? I lost a little bit. Hang on for a minute. Oh, that's interesting. Here it is. I got it. I got it on the phone because when I bounced out, that took my comments away out on the computer. So let's go ahead. Um, Let me get it here. Hang on. I know I got it right here. It's right here. It's not pinning up. Okay, and there in central New Jersey, where Tina is at, our Jersey girl, 53 degrees for the high for today and 33 cloudy down there in New Jersey. So thank you, Tina. And what the hell is this for? Oh, that's how you can pin it. So I just slide it and then hit that and it pins. Oh, that's pretty neat. I like that. I just discovered something on the phone. So let's see, going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean to London, UK at 11:45 a.m. Sunny, a little bit of sun, clear, with some passing clouds. 46 degrees, or no, it's cloudy in London at 11:46 a.m. Cloudy skies in London, UK, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Milan, Italy, it's still mangia, mangia, mangia. I love talking about Italy. It's lunchtime in Italia. It's cloudy skies, though, in Milan, beautiful city, 37 degrees Fahrenheit. And let me see something. I just got a message here. Hang on for a minute, folks. Oh, I got another. Okay. What's this? Okay, just a link. Okay, I'll have to check that link after the show. Let's see. I go back here. And let's see. So 37, it's cold in Milan, 37 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see. Skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 7:47 p.m. Hi, Jackie. You want to come up? Here you go. Get your window here. He'll come up. Yeah, it's a little windy out there. What'd they say the winds were going to be? No, they're around the 5 to 10. They're probably at the 10 side. You can just see the tall grass over here. It's moving back and forth. Kuala Lumpur at 7:47 p.m. Raining in Kuala Lumpur, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see. Oh, okay. There's my comment. My comment did come up. Okay. And in Tokyo, Japan at 8:47 p.m. in their evening, cloudy skies with some passing clouds, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Down under on the great continent and great country of great ally to the United States, Australia is. In Melbourne, Australia at 10:48 p.m. in their evening, a little clearing with some clouds, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And to the east of Melbourne, actually it's to the northeast. It's north and then east. In Sydney, Australia at 10:48 p.m., cloudy skies, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. And let's see, what else do we got here? We're going to go ahead and go for our thought for the day. Our thought for the day comes from a very wise man, a theoretical physicist, Albert Einstein, who was a German-born theoretical physicist and philosopher who revolutionized physics with his theory of relativity. Who can forget? Everybody's heard of this equation. Even though you may not understand it, you had to have heard it. E equals mc squared. His works considered the foundation of modern physics. And his quote and our thought for the day goes as follows. It is, strive not to be a success, though we do try to, but rather to be of value. To be of value is very important. Let me read that again. Strive not to be success. Well, you got to try to be success, but rather to be of value. Pretty clear cut, I think, what he wants. But the meaning of that, instead of chasing personal external success like fame or money, you should focus on contributing value. You should be a value person to others and of this world. The quote suggests that true fulfillment comes from making a positive impact through your actions, your character, and skills, which can lead to a deeper, more lasting form of success. So if you become more successful when you put more emphasis on your value. And Tina says, Captain Rehab saying good morning to Aunt Tina from X. And Tina's saying she likes that quote. I like it too. I think that's a really good quote. Put more emphasis on how your value is. Because if you have great value, people come to you because they want to be successful, because you can help them and stuff. I like that. That's a great quote from Albert Einstein. God bless and Godspeed to Albert Einstein. Now the National Day, I don't have one. There's one here. I don't like anchovies, and the thing is, I don't like sardines. So it's a little bit they only have one up here. If I can get to it, where is it? Come on. Yeah, it doesn't. Let me go here. Let's see. Let's see. BA. NB. Okay. It's coming up now. Let's see. For the 24th. Doesn't want to come up. How come? Let's see. Let me bring it up here. National. Oh, okay. Here it is. I don't know if you like sardines. It's the only one that's up there. It's National Sardine Day. Nah, it's not. That's not a good one. So I'm not even gonna. It's open. You guys decide. Who likes sardines? I don't like sardines. I know my dad does. My dad, okay, I remember him opening a can once, and it's like, what the frick is going on there? Let's open this up. Yeah, you can see the grass there. And Tina says she likes sardines on rye with red onion. Okay, some people like it. And, I know when I went to Mario's last week to get a pizza, I mentioned about they love anchovies at Mario's. I said, maybe I might try it one time. I can always try something. I don't think I've ever had anything with anchovies, or else it was anchovies that I didn't really notice. It just seemed like they're so. No, we're gonna. I'm gonna. I just can't think of. Just have a good day today. That's our national day. Have a great day today. Okay. So that was a quick one there. Let's see. Let's go to. We're back on schedule here, right at 53 minutes, and we're going to be doing 100 years ago, as far as with Roger Luther there. So we're right on the schedule there. I thought because I had a long intro. We're talking about the Villaggio, Italia, the Italian store there and stuff. And let's see. So let's go ahead and bring up 100 years ago with Roger Luther. Let's see. We got that right there. We can bring that here. And yeah, that's what I've been told. That's what they told me at Mario's. The folks at Mario's are great people. I was talking to, I don't want to mention their names because it's just, but just check out Mario's. Mario's is on the Mario's Pizzeria in Owego, New York. They have a good menu there, and they like anchovies, and known the family for a number of years there. As far as since we moved here, that's our pizzeria there, Mario's. It's a great place. If anybody comes here, that's where I'm going to take you to lunch, Mario's. Let's see, 100 years ago. Let's go ahead and bring this up here. And this is as of November 21st, which is this past Friday. They do 100 years Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we do the following on. Big Juice. Hey, there's Big Juice. Big Juice in the house, coming in from the Buckeye State of Ohio. Good morning, Steve. How you doing? Big Juice is in the house. Glad to see you there, my friend. And full disclosure, I have no association with Fox 40. I show their webpage to show 100 years ago to give you an idea what it's like here in the southern tier of upstate New York, as well as the other web pages we'll be presenting after the break here, like WEBO, WNBF, Channel 12, WBNG, that's a CBS affiliate, WAAL, Channel 34, WIVT TV, WENY out of Elmira, Channel 18, WETM in Elmira, New York, Penny Saver, KGB out of Binghamton, that's a rock radio station, KISS 104.1, Binghamton Hit Music Station. We'll go to their webpage, as well as Country 106.5, WYRK, WBLK 93.7 up there in Buffalo, and Buffalo Sports Radio, WGRY AM. And let's see, and also that 1440, we'll take a look at that. All those web pages, full disclosure, I have no association with at all as far as that goes. And let's see, Tina saying good morning to Steve there from the Big Juice. Good morning from Tina. And Big G says, I heard Rich run onto the field during the Jets game and got tackled. Oh, did he? We'll be talking about football here. We talked a little bit about football earlier there, Big Juice, before you came in. But you're here on time for 100 years ago. That's good. And Tina, Big Juice is saying to Tina, good morning. And Tina says, you, Steve, you made it in time for 100. Yeah, he made it on time for a change, Tina. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and present this and see what this is all about. Let me take care of my camera first. Get that out of the way initially. And here we go. 100 years ago, from Friday, November 21st.
100 years ago today, work on the new golf course at the Calora Country Club near Gray's Crossing has now started. It's expected that 9 holes will be ready next summer, with 9 more to be added later. Start of the work was made possible by a gift of $5,000 from C. Fred Johnson. Price for turkey is about the same today as it was last year at 58 cents a pound. The icebox at a home on Shenango Street was robbed last night. Burglar got away with fresh pastry and other food. An Eldridge Street man reported that he found 2 ducks in his yard. The owner may claim them by proving ownership. And finally, residents of the North Side were surprised last night to see a cow wandering aimlessly around the streets. A Moffett Avenue man tied the cow to a tree in his backyard and notified police. And that was the news, November 21st, 1925.
We always have those wandering cows. The wandering cows, my friends. Oh my God, that's something. On the north side of Binghamton, a cow wandering aimlessly around the streets. Okay, got loose and tied up the tree in his backyard and notified the police. So hopefully the cow got back to its owner. The big one out of there was the turkey prices a year ago or 100 years ago were about the same as they were. 100 years ago, you're talking 1925, but they were the same price as last year, 100 years ago, which would be 1924. That's 58 cents a pound. How much is turkey now a pound?
Well, you can get one this week at some stores for 49 cents a pound.
How much a pound?
Some brands you can get for 49 cents a pound this week.
Oh, really? Okay. I guess, I don't know if you heard that. There's some place you can get a turkey for 49 cents a pound. So that's actually cheaper than 100 years ago. Wow, that's interesting. Okay.
Thanksgiving special.
Oh, that's a special. Okay, that's a special. I think that's a good special. The first item there, the golf course, that goes to show you how much from C. Fred Johnson, Mr. Johnson from Johnson City here in the Southern Tier is named after him. He's a very generous man. $5,000 towards a gift. That's pretty interesting. We don't have that. And then I like the one, the icebox at a home on Shenango Street was robbed last night. The burglar got away with fresh pasta and other foods. That was a home robbery. Oh my God. That's something. Oh Lord. What can I say? Let's see. Tina says lots of laughs. Big juice with the dancing girl. And then okay, regular price, Tina's saying is 99 or 88 cents a pound. Okay, I don't know if you heard the misses. Like I said, I'll repeat it. I guess up here, there's certain stores, they have a special where it's 40. How much?
49.
49 cents a pound. So, which is cheaper than 100 years ago. And then, let's see, Big Jizz says, well, a lot less turkeys were probably around back then. That's true. Yeah, we got more we got turkey farms where they grow them and stuff. And Steve Tina says, Steve, lots of laugh. More turkeys today. People, lots of laughs. Okay, so there we have 100 years ago as far as that goes. So that was pretty interesting. A wandering cow, aimlessly. That's what the missus says. Sometimes I just wander around the house here aimlessly. Not knowing what I'm doing and stuff. In other history, in 1941, happy birthday to Pete Best, the first drummer. He was born in 1941. Pete Best, the first drummer hired by the Beatles during their early years to play live in Hamburg in England, who later was replaced by Ringo Starr. And Tina says, we got free BC, we spent $400 at ShopRite. What's BC? Not sure what BC is. What's BC? Free BC. Shopping. BC. What's BC, Tina? I and you spent $400 at ShopRite. That's your grocery bill, $400? Wow. Well, ours is up there too. Big Juice says, oh yeah, more people, more problems. Yeah, there we go. More issues. I call them issues. And let's see. In 2005, pubs in England and Wales were granted the right to stay open 24 hours a day. Wow. Okay, that's 20 years ago. And let's see, over on the AP side. Oh, because. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So, we got free because. Oh, okay, you got a free turkey because. Okay, that's at least they could do, Tina. Okay, we got your turkey for free because we spent. I got to understand. You know how I am. I'm dead. I'm aimlessly what? I'm aimless. I'm Mr. Aimless. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's a. I would expect if they spend 200 for God's sakes, but I guess it used to be 200. Now it's up to 400. You got a free turkey. That's good. That's good. The turkey was free. Okay, I gotcha. Understand. Thank you for clarifying that for me. Probably everybody else in the chat knows, but I'm just an idiot sometimes. But okay, another history. On November 2nd, 1948, in one of the most unexpected results in the U.S. election history, Democrat incumbent Harry S. Truman won the presidential election against the heavily favored Republican governor of New York, Thomas E. Dewey. So Tina's laughing at that one. Yeah, you're making me do the funnies there, I guess. In 1783, General George Washington issued his farewell address to the Army, and he became the first president of the United States, founding father, of course. And then in 1861, during the Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln, God bless his soul, Godspeed, he's my favorite president, relieved Major General John C. Fremont of his command of the Army's Western Department following Fremont's unauthorized efforts of emancipating slaves in Missouri. So he issued unlawful. His general issued unlawful orders. So the president fired him. See, that's what the president does. The president he doesn't like the president can fire his generals for issuing unlawful, and we have a history of that. I guess unlawful orders has been in the news lately to insinuate that the current president would give unlawful orders. I don't think there's a president in history that's really gave any unlawful orders. Well, maybe Richard Nixon, I guess, for I don't know. But to the military, okay, the president is the commander in chief. Just to go briefly on that, the six Congress people that disrespectful, totally disrespectful. I'm talking from a military standpoint. Everybody in the military would not even think of the president ever issuing an unlawful order. And people got to understand that the military is subject to the Uniform Code of Military Justice, and they're also subject to civilian law. Okay, so they got a double whammy on them. Okay, Uniform Military Code of Justice is the law that the military has to fall under, and you do not give unlawful orders. Okay, and here's an example: President Abraham Lincoln canning one of his generals for issuing unauthorized efforts to a man. He jumped a gun. He did that general did not have that authority and stuff. So let's see what else in history here. In 1976, former Georgia Governor Jimmy Carter became the first candidate from the Deep South to be elected since the Civil War, as he defeated incumbent Gerald R. Ford, who I voted for. That my first presidential election. I voted for President Ford, who was the president after Richard Nixon left, and he ran, and I campaigned for him. And I met him. Oddly enough, it was years later. When I was in the military up there at Hanscom Air Force Base, I had a chance to meet with him, and I talked with him for a good 20 minutes. That was, he was a former president, but even still talking to him, man, I could have talked to him for an hour, 2 hours, as far as that goes. I said, come on, Mr. President Ford, I'll buy you a beer. Let's see. In 2000, American astronaut Bill Shepard and two Russian cosmonauts, Yuri Gidzinko and Sergei believe became the first crew residing on board the International Space Station. They spent a total of 136 days on the International Space Station before returning to Earth on the space shuttle Discovery. And in 2004, President George W. Bush was elected to a second term, defeating Senator John Kerry, and Republicans strengthened their control in Congress. And in 2016, ending a championship drought that had lasted since 1908, the Chicago Cubs won the World Series, defeating the Cleveland Indians 8-7 in extra innings. And then in 2021, the Atlanta Braves won their first World Series championship since 1995, defeating the Houston Astros. Houston Astros, they're a bunch of cheaters. They won it in Game 6. Okay, Tina, see you later. No problem. Okay, and I think we're going to go ahead and take a break here. I think we're at the 1 hour mark. We're as far as that goes. So, but I have to go, and I got to go. I always do that. I spill a little coffee. But as it says, time for more coffee. So that's good. All right, we'll be right back. Just hang in there, folks, for a couple minutes, and we'll be right back after I refresh some coffee, and I got to go check the cat boxes to make sure they're cleaned out here. So give me a few minutes. We'll be right back. back. We are back here for the Monday morning coffee, 11.24.2025 at Rumble video broadcast. Here I am, Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, at Fireman Rich over there on X, which is my mainstay for posting on the social media platforms, and what is it? All others. I'm posting on a lot of other ones. Just Google at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where they're at. And let's see our birdie there. He's a little bit too high on the. Let me unlock that and bring him down. Woo! He's flying around. Woo! Where you going there, bird? Get back on your perch there. There he goes. Oh, just let him fly a little bit here. No, actually, let's move him over just a tad there. Let's move him right. There we go. That's a good spot for him. But you can check, just Google at Fireman Rich, and you'll see the other platforms that I'm on. But we are right here live streaming. We're on a network of 7 channels. So that's 7 channels. That's my network of channels there. We have 3 people on Rumble, 1 person on Locals, 1 person on YouTube, 2 people on Twitch, nobody on Facebook, 28 people. Holy criminy, 28 people on X. Wow. The number won't show up on Kick. Let's check the folks over on Kick. 28 people. Wow. Can you 28 people get on Rumble and follow me on Rumble, please? That'd be great. Let's check Kick. Kick. We usually going through the show. We have 1 person over on Kick. Good morning to the 1 person on Kick. And let me check the Facebook here. We don't have anybody on Facebook. Okay, but that number shows up. The comments don't show up in the client here from Facebook, X, or Kick. Now, X, I have it right here on the tablet. This is a tablet I have that. Yeah. So we're monitoring that. We're monitoring that there. Well, let's see. I got to turn that down again. Okay, there we go. Turn that down. And let's see. While we're going on break there, Big Juice, Steve says, and remember, Rich, if you were around 100 years ago, you would be riding a horseback on a buggy yelling, yeehaw. Yeah, there we go. That was the main, though they did have, and let's see. And let's see. Oh, Tina's back. She's back on the YouTube. Okay, she's the 1 person over there on YouTube. Okay, so you're on YouTube? Oh, hi again. Hal is resting his voice for his Facebook. Oh, okay. All right. And Tina saying hi, Zurich. Do we have somebody else? Let me check. How come? Do we have other comments on YouTube here? Tina saying hi, Zurich. Hal is resting his voice. Okay. And you're here again. Okay. And Tina's over here on the YouTube. No, I don't want YouTube for creators. I want my well, let's check it over here. Let me check my YouTube here real quick, folks. Hang on. I don't know what that is. Oh, you said hi, Zurich. I don't know what you meant by hi, Zurich. Let's see. View. Okay, we had Tin Fan 40 over there. We had PA Head from India. Tim Fan 40. Huh. Okay. How come that's not coming up on this one? Let's see. I'm just seeing if I get my. Let's see, live feeds. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. All right. Okay, we got it on the. Okay, there's the YouTube. Okay. Yeah, you said hi Zurich in the YouTube there, Tina. That's I was just asking. You don't know. I don't know who that is. Okay. It just said you made the comment hi Zurich. I thought there was a person Zurich. Yeah, you made that comment there, Tina. So I'm just saying hi Zurich. I was like, okay, who Zurich is? I have no idea. Okay, no biggie. And let's see. I hit that to get next command. I'm telling you, my phone. Yes. Oh, it's one of those deals. Okay, your phone is doing its own thing again. Okay.
Phone thinks it's smarter than she is.
Yeah, the missus says the phone thinks it's smarter than you are. It's stuff right there. Phones will do that. That's for sure. Okay. But we are back here for the second half of the Fireman Rich broadcast. We got a second cup of coffee here, which is good, and we're having we have a lively bunch in the chat there, which I do appreciate for Monday. Mondays, it's I do appreciate it as far as that goes. So thank you. And but let's see. We talked about the history. Let's finish. Let's do the sports here. Let's see NBA action here this weekend. What do we have? Let's see. Over the weekend, in NBA action. Let's see. Friday night, the Celtics and Nets play. I didn't watch that. I should have watched. I keep on saying I procrastinate. Where's Liberty? She knows about procrastination at least. But Nets ended up beating the Celtics up there in Boston. Oh my God, that's not good. And let's see, nobody else played there. Knicks on Saturday beat the Magic. As far as that goes. And let's see, that's it for that. And then Sunday, yesterday, the 76ers lost to the Heat. The Nets lost to the Raptors. Celtics beat the Magic 138 to 129. That's a high scoring game. And let's see, tonight we're going to have the Knicks and the Knicks and Nets are going to be back. Excuse me. The Knicks and Brooklyn Nets are going to be at it tonight at 7:30 there in Brooklyn. That should be a good game to watch. And then tomorrow night, Sixers will be playing the Magic. Okay, so there's our basketball. NHL. I don't know why I'm doing NHL. I'll just do the box scores here. Come over the weekend. Let's see. Friday night. Oh, there it is. Friday night for NHL. Let's see. We had the Sabres. Buffalo Sabres beat the Blackhawks 9-3. Bruins beat the Kings 2-1. Oh, that's good. Okay, I've seen the Boston Bruins play. Let's see. Saturday we had the Philadelphia Flyers beating the Devils. The Rangers beating up on the loss to the Mammoth. And then yesterday, the Islanders beat Kraken 1-0. Ooh, that's a close one. Bruins lost to the Sharks 3-1. And tonight, the Flyers will be playing the Lightning, and the Blues will be battling the Rangers down in Madison Square Garden. And where's the Sabres? The Sabres are okay. That's it. Nothing going on tomorrow night, Tuesday night. In NFL action now. Okay, week 12. Last Thursday, the Buffalo Bills lost to the Texans 23-19. The big takeaway on that game, Josh Allen got hit from behind and he went down hard. He had the football right here on his chest. He landed on it. I think he got the wind knocked out of him, and he was down for a little bit. And I thought it was serious, but he was able to play the rest of the game. Colts lost in the last minutes there to the Chiefs yesterday, 23-3 or 23-20. Colts had that game. They lost it. Seahawks ended up beating the Titans Sunday afternoon, 30-24. Packers got it done against the Vikings, no problem, 23-6. The Jets, they were winning a little bit at the beginning, but they lost to the Ravens 23-10. The Giants, I don't know what happened to the Giants. They could have won this game. It was pretty evenly matched. The Lions didn't really play out their ass. They had a really bad first half. Actually, the Giants were ahead by the first half, I think. But Lions ended up winning 34-7. This was a game I watched on Paramount. The Steelers and Bears. Steelers looked like they were going to win this game, but the Bears ended up winning in the end, 31-28. Patriots had no problem taking care of the Bengals, 26-20, even though they weren't winning in the beginning there in the first quarter. Browns, hey, Steve, the Browns won a game. Big Juice, the Browns, they won 24-10 over the Raiders. See, I tell you, the Browns can win. Jaguars, they won against the Cardinals. Oh, that was a close game, 27-24. Jaguars they're in the playoff. They've got a wild card slot along with the Buffalo Bills. And let's see, Big Juice said, hey, Cleveland finally wins one. It's a miracle. Yeah, we have a pre-Thanksgiving miracle. Of course, the game yesterday, I guess, just finding out, I thought the Eagles had won this game. They were winning 21-0, I think, at the half, wasn't it? No, it was 21-0 at the half, or 21-7, I should say. So they were ahead by 2 touchdowns, but they ended up losing. It's like, give me a break. Did you read my comment, Rich? Yeah, I read the comment. Yeah, about which one? Cleveland. I said, hey, Cleveland Browns finally won. It's a miracle. Oh, wait a minute. The comment before that. Hey, Rich, really quick. I'm looking to buy a new headphones, but for my new Xbox Series S. And he said, I'm not familiar with the Xbox. These right here, these right here, they have they've got the regular jack, but then you can put a connection on it to go USB. So if they're a standard, I got these primarily because of these are for gaming. So, and this kind right here is what is this? This is BUTFULAI. No. Oh. Buttful Lake, I guess. I thought these were Red Dragon. Oh, my mouse is Red Dragon. I would go with JVC or something like that, or if Xbox has their own specific for that system, I would go ahead and buy those, but they might be a little more expensive. I think you can get a decent set. These were only like $30. I don't spend more than $30-$40 for headsets. Okay, there's enough. I mean, you go on Amazon, you got a freaking list this long. That's my suggestion. If the ones that are specifically for Xbox are like in that 35 to, no, I wouldn't get anything 55. Well, if it's Xbox and they're 55, I get the Xbox one. But if it's just a regular headphone jack plugging into I'd get anything that's $35-$40 on Amazon. I mean, you just read the comments and stuff. Get the one that's costs $35 to $40. That's a 5-star rating on Amazon, and I think you're good to go. That's my suggestion. Okay, that's how I look at it. These are only like $35. They're not nothing special. I think I got it because they're $35, but they mentioned in the comments that they were sound silencing, and they are to a certain degree. And they got a good review. I read the review. What's that? Or noise canceling. Yeah, because I can hear the missus just briefly, but she's always, if I have these on, she says, oh, you got your noise canceling headsets on.
Cancels me out most of the time.
They cancel the missus out. The missus is joining us here with her breakfast here. So, okay, let's see. Back to football. That's right. Let's get back to the football that we're doing here. let's see. Yeah, the Cowboys, they ended up winning. So that's a big win for the Cowboys right there, because they were not playing a good first half. They got a touchdown just before the half, and I figured it was all over, 21-7. I figured Philly come out and just romp on the Cowboys. So probably surprised the Cowboys or the Eagles. Falcons beat the Saints, and last night the Buccaneers went down. Rams beat them 34-7, and tonight we have the 49ers and Panthers. That should be a good game. Panthers could win that game as far as that goes. And and Big Juice is laughing. Or no, Tina's laughing. I'm sorry, Tina. Okay. Sorry, Tina. Tina's laughing. Okay, so that's our sports. The only other thing in sports is Saturday, Manchester City. I'm a Manchester City Football Club fan, and they couldn't get it done Saturday. They lost to Newcastle 2-1. And the first goal was scored in the 64th minute. The 68th minute, they play 45-minute half. So first half, there was no score. There's some questions about the penalties and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into detail on that, but the first goal was scored by Newcastle at the 68th minute. The 64th minute, the first goal was scored. The 68th minute, Manchester City tied the game, so it was tied in the 68th minute. Then on the 70th minute, Newcastle scored again. So it's a total of 90 minutes, 2 45-minute halves. So the last 20 minutes, and they tack on 8 minutes. They call extra time because they don't stop the clock. The clock is running, but if there's an injured player, they add that on. So you're talking for 28 minutes, Manchester City couldn't get a goal to tie the game. And the guy that scored the goals. There's one guy that scored the 2 goals for Newcastle, and but Newcastle hasn't beat Manchester City since 2003. So for the Bills losing and then Manchester City losing, I'm just glad the Pittsburgh Steelers and Chicago Bear game. That was a good football game. I watched that whole game. I think I should have watched the rest of the Dallas Cowboy Philly game, but. As far as that goes. And Captain Rehab says, my goodness, yeah. Okay, Rich, 3 going again. Okay, I guess Hal is on. I didn't get any notifications if he's on the YouTube. Okay, Tina, see you later. So that's our sports. So we're going to go ahead and get into our second half with the what are we going to do today? The same thing we always do, right? Nothing.
Clean.
Oh, that's right. Monday. I gotta wrap it up here in a little bit. Let's see. So that's sports, and I gotta go for a walk today. It's cloudy out there. I can't believe the temperature 40. Oh, it dropped a degree. It's 40.
Enjoy it.
I know it's supposed to drop, I guess.
Thursday, Friday.
Okay. Let's see. Captain Rehab's laughing, and it's going to be a pretty nice day for a walk. Yeah, it'll be okay. 40 degrees, and Captain Rehab says the missus is rushing. No, it's Monday, so I got a routine. I can get through some news. We're right on schedule. And stuff. I don't want to be long. I can be long-winded, as you all know. I know the missus knows. She's laughing her ass off over there. The last comment. No, I'm not long-winded. No. Okay, let's see what's on Fox 40 here as far as that goes. And again, these news web pages I'm showing you they're just to show what's going on around here in the southern tier of upstate New York, as well as in New York State. And I have no affiliation with any of these news agencies' web pages that we're about to show here. So let's go ahead and see what's over on Fox 40. Business closing there. And let's see. Captain Rehab says Richard is long-winded when he passes gas. Okay, I'll give you that one. And Big Juice says, ain't nobody rushing Rich. If he ain't moving, he ain't gonna move. The missus can get me moving.
No.
She can get me moving. I don't. Well, unless you got coffee, yeah. The missus, she.
No. I don't get you moving that. Well, only if I start doing stuff. That's
Doing
the only
stuff,
way I
yeah.
get
It gets me moving. Oh, you're talking about that, yeah. I'm not even going there. I'm talking about just get me doing general stuff as far as getting my ass in gear.
I'm going out with a chainsaw. No, I'll do it.
No, that's a subject I don't even want to talk about. It's we always.
Yeah, if I say
I try to come across meaning in well and good nature and safety and stuff, and you take it the wrong way. Which is, I guess, is just the way I present it.
when he was working, he didn't know what I did.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'd be working. She'd be doing all sorts of things. Hey, look who decided to join us, Jack. Yeah, Jack is back in the seat, and Captain Rehab says, "Woohoo! Let's talk about the chain." No, we're not going to talk about the chainsaw. No, that's
Andy across the street
no.
used to laugh when I got up there.
Yeah. No,
What'd you say about that when you got home?
No, there's some. She has her. We each have our own chainsaws and stuff to go out when we got some brush out here that we trim down and stuff. But this just real quick, a chainsaw story. She wanted to do something where she was going to get on a ladder with a chainsaw. That's a big no. You don't.
I did that.
It's just a
When
safe.
you were working,
I'm just saying, it's just a safety thing. You got to remember what my background in the fire department. They stress safety in the fire department. So that's a big note. You don't get on a ladder with a chainsaw.
I can't get away with anything now that he's retired.
What chainsaw, Rich? What's going on here? No, we're just talking about certain. When you go out and do things. We're not young anymore, so I'm very safety conscious. Probably more so now. And it's Captain Rehab. Look what you started. And you agree with Rich, yeah, with the safety aspect and stuff. But I guess I have a bad habit of saying it to the missus that she thinks I'm
Tell me I can't do it.
saying she can't do it. No, she can do it, when she have her feet on the ground. But I wouldn't even do that. I guess that's what I'm looking at. And because we have an extended boom chainsaw. But I didn't realize. I said, "Why don't you use the extended boom?" I said, "You can do it. Use it." She can't lift it up because it's so long. Even when it's retracted back, it's too awkward for her to operate. Right? It's too awkward. So I said, "Okay." I got out there, I got it, and I boom, and she took care of the trimming off the things, and we cut it all up and stuff. We got it done lickety split. It's just a safety aspect on that chainsaw story and stuff. Because I've seen some chainsaw incidents. Okay, guys, I've seen some. I've responded to medical calls to some chainsaw incidents, and they're not pretty, folks. They are not pretty. Okay, so that still resides in my head. It's just like, so I'm extra special careful around that type of tool, I guess. And let's see, Richard, I don't know that I ever met a couple that has his and hers chainsaws. Yeah.
Don't use mine.
Yeah. Actually, hers, yeah.
You've been using mine, yeah.
I've been using yours because
mine's in better shape.
yours is in better shape and it's a lot sharper. Because I dull mine. They're electric chainsaws, by the way. We had a gas one, but that one sits in the corner. I haven't used that one in years and stuff like that. But they're only like a 14 to 17 inch blade and stuff like that to trim. Because we got you can see we got a lot of trees back here that we got over here and stuff that we trim. And Big Juice saying the chainsaw couple married, but watch your back. There we go. The missus like that one, Big Juice. Okay, let's see what's on Fox 40 here, folks. We have What is this? Binghamton Landmark. Okay, this is a building in
Downtown Binghamton
This is a building in Binghamton, downtown Binghamton.
landmarks were lit up.
Lit in white to mark Adoption Awareness Month. I guess this is also Adoption Awareness Month, and it's also prostate cancer awareness. Okay, the no shave or something like that to bring attention to prostate cancer and such. So let's see what this one's about here on Fox 40. Let me get the. Captain Rehab says I was adopted at birth. There we go. Okay. Let's turn off the scrolly thing. Okay. And yeah, your birthday was last week. Yeah. Oh, also Tony D's birthday was yesterday. Did you wish Tony D a happy birthday? He's not here today, Captain Rehab, but his birthday was yesterday. He mentioned that on the show. The Bell Kings Fantasy Football. It was Tony D's broadcast. And let's see, Captain Big Juice says, I only knew there was something special about Captain. Yeah, he had his birthday. Captain Rehab's birthday. We said happy birthday to you last week. Just a reminder, it was Captain Rehab's. We said happy birthday to you on the broadcast here. Do you feel more special now, Captain Rehab? I'm just joking. I hope you had a good birthday. Your birthday, what was it, Friday? Was your birthday? Yeah, because you had the weekend. So I hope you had a good birthday there, Captain Rehab, as far as that goes and stuff like that. That's okay. Let's go ahead and bring this up. This is a landmark place there in Binghamton, New York, which is here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Let's see what this is about on Fox 40.
Downtown Binghamton landmarks were lit up tonight. Governor Hochul ordered that state landmarks be illuminated in white tonight to highlight Adoption Awareness Month. In New York State, more than 3,000 children currently in foster care have a permanency goal of adoption. To learn more about the children waiting for families, you can visit the New York State Adoption Album online at ocfs.ny.gov/adopt or call 1-800-345-KIDS.
Okay, so this is a New York thing from Governor Hochul, as far as that goes. And let's see, where is that? That's the building that's in white. That's one of the, I'm not sure what, I think that's the courthouse right there in Binghamton. So, so it is Adoption Awareness Month as far as that goes. So, that's pretty interesting. White light to bring significance to that particular issue, I guess. Okay, let's see what else we got on Fox 40. And let's see. Okay, that's it for Fox 40. And let's see. Let's go to WEBO. That's the local radio station here in Elmira or in Owego. And this is let me bring this up. Mural honors Moondog unveiled in Owego. And this is on the side of a building. Let me go ahead and bring this one up. This is on WEBO. Let's see. Let's go ahead and bring this up. And this is a mural on it's on the side of a building. I think it's along Lake Street. Let's see. The Village of Owego and Tioga County Arts unveiled a new mural honoring a legendary area street musician on Thursday. This is last Thursday. The mural honors musical instrument maker and avid grade composer Moondog. Moondog is his name. Also known as Lewis Hardin. The musician was originally from Kansas, but had a home here in Tioga County in Candor, and frequently took the bus from Owego to New York City. Moondog, who was blinded by an accident as a teenager and learned how to play instruments by ear or using Braille. Artist Michelle Schneider created a mural on the side of the building on 72 North Ave. That's right down the road from Villaggio's Italian Market on the other end. 72 North Avenue N in Owego. Moondog passed away back in 1999 at the age of 83. So he was a musician, dressed up like a Viking, I guess. And so that's a mural. They, I don't know. Let's see. I wonder if there's an actual. Let me see if there's an actual picture of Moondog to give you an idea what it looks like from a street side. Hang on for a minute. Let me see. Oh, let's see. WBNG. Is there a? Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's. Okay. Here's I don't think we. This is from. Let's bring this up. This is about Moondog. And let me shut down my camera, and we'll go to this. And this they'll probably have some video here. So let's go ahead and run this one.
The Village of Owego has unveiled a new mural which honors a late musician with ties to both Candor and Owego. It honors the street musician, instrument maker, and avant-garde composer Moondog. Moondog was known to perform his original compositions in full Viking attire. He inspired musicians such as Charlie Parker, Frank Zappa, and Igor Stravinsky. He maintained a home in Candor, but would often take the bus to New York City and Owego. The artist behind the mural said she combined 3 different photos of Moondog. It features his Viking regalia, harp, and daffodils, which represents his ties to Candor.
Creating awareness about him. We don't want his music to fall away. We don't want his name to fall away, as you know, he passed away quite a few years ago, and it's important that we do what we can to remember his important work, who he was.
The artist also has a bit of her own touch on the piece, seeing as the photos she was given did not show Moondog's hand. She had to use her husband's hands to paint them.
Okay, so that gives you it gives you a picture view of the street, and actually North Street. I think that's going up. I don't think that's, but anyway, the mural is there, and they have another mural that I've shown here on the broadcast during Strawberry Festival in Owego of they have the map on the Newberry across the street from Newberry's and stuff like that. So I think that's a good local thing here in Owego that is pretty cool. Okay, let's see what else we have. That was on WEBO. WNBF. And let's see, what's this one? Let me check this article here, if it comes up. Let's see. What happened to WNBF home? Let's see. Go back home. And let's see. Let's bring this one up. Okay. Let's see. Is this no. There's nothing really on W. Let's see. Let's give it one more look here. WNBF. Nope. No, nothing. Let's see. Let's go back to WBNG. Oh, here's something from the Vestal Elks. Vestal Elks donates dictionaries to elementary school students. That's always good. It's always good. It's always let's go ahead and bring this one up here. Okay. And let's see what this is.
For theme, Vestal Hills Elementary participated in an annual tradition, giving each 3rd grader their own dictionary. The Vestal Elks visited 5 elementary schools, continuing the annual gift-giving tradition. During the visit, the Elks showed kids how to use the dictionary, teaching them about the manner words like thanks, charity, and more. Members of the Vestal Elks say they are always excited for the opportunity to mentor young members of the community.
So many kids today, when they were asked to look up a word, their friend next to them was helping them. Here, go to this page. And so you saw them helping one another. They're not just on a screen trying to Google something by themselves. It just opens up a whole world. And they got excited about it. They got really, really excited about it.
The event was both a lesson in language and philanthropy for the kids. Since 2004, the Elks have donated over 5,000 dictionaries to the students.
So And most people don't use a dictionary. They just use Google or whatever search engine or AI and stuff like that to get the. But that's the old way. I got a dictionary somewhere up here in my books. That I used to use the dictionary quite a bit back in the day and stuff. Now I use Google a lot and stuff. But that's good. It's always good to have a hard-covered book. I don't want to dig that out. That'd be too much. There's too much junk up in that shelf. So that's a good thing. Vessels Elks being part of the community there as they hand out dictionaries to the students here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Let's see what else we have here. We got the dictionary one. That's just news. Festival releases details, and nothing going there, nothing there. And I think that's about it on WBNG. Let's see. Mud and Snow Scrambles return to Championship Speedway. Let's see what this one's about. This is a local race place here. That's here in Owego, and there's an individual. I used to grow up. I grew up next to an individual that he used to own this track when it first opened on the motorcycle circuit. He's an engineer now. And let's see. Let's bring this one up. And this is talking about the Championship Speedway here in Owego. It's right across the river from the village of Owego on the south side. And let's see what this story's about. I'll bring this up and give it a whirl.
100 riders revved up their engines, and as the winter mud and snow scrambles returned to the Champion Speedway in Owego. 12 News' Brian Melanson strapped on his boots and trudged through the mud to find out what makes this event so popular. He joins us live in the studio with more. Brian?
Thanks, Andrew. With multiple storied racetracks scattered throughout the southern tier, motorsports has taken on a life of its own in the region. I spoke with racers at Champion Speedway who filled me in what keeps them coming back time and time again.
Get you away. You don't think about life or anything. You just go out, have some fun, and then enjoy racing. Just because everybody's always in a good mood, and we have a blast.
After a 10-year hiatus, mud and snow scrambles have made their way back to Champion Speedway in Owego. Riders of all ages flock to the racetrack, sharpening their craft during the off-season. The raceway's owner, Jason Bonsignor, tells 12 News it has quickly reemerged as a hub for racers.
It's a great track for kids of all skill level and all machine. It's a very friendly track for senior riders, utility quad riders. I mean, it's great for everybody to have some fun on, you know.
According to Bonsignor, more often than not, the passion for motorsports is passed down from parents to their kids, growing the next generation of riders.
We've definitely got some fathers here that were racers that have younger kids now coming up through the ranks, and they're getting them into it.
Racing runs in Bonsignor's family. He gets it from his dad. He came to appreciate it from a very young age.
My father was a AA enduro racer and expert motocrosser too, and we've had dirt bikes forever. So this is fun to be around this part of it again.
Another rider, Jeremy Shoemaker, has been riding his entire life and picked up riding dirt bikes in the last several years. He tells 12 News how it has become a family affair with his younger son.
We went out on an adventure one night, went all the way out to Rochester, bought some dirt bikes, and it became a family event.
But at the end of the day, it is still a race, where second place is just the first loser.
Oh, yeah, it's very big competition. Nobody wants to be the second place guy.
And speed is still the name of the game.
Shoemaker tells me these bad boys can get up to 80 miles an hour, and just listen to that engine.
Wow. Racing, one of the world's oldest forms of competition, reborn into a family-friendly affair. If you missed today's scramble, there will be plenty more throughout the season at Champion Speedway. You can find out those dates on our website, WBNG.com.
Now, Brian, I saw you on that bike. Tell me a little bit about what was going through your mind, because that is a little too terrifying for me.
Well, first he told me how much it cost, and that scared me immediately off the jump. And then when I got on the bike, he pointed to a gear shift, I imagine it was, and said, whatever you do, do not touch this. So immediately when I revved the engine, I was afraid the bike was going to take off and wreck not just the bike, but also my camera equipment.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know if I could ever do that. That looked a little too scary for me. What was the sights and sounds you were really seeing?
Oh, it was incredible. It was a lot of younger racers, as you mentioned, trying to get up through the ranks. It's a very big culture around this area, as I mentioned, a lot of different raceways and people getting involved at a younger age.
I mean,
Okay, so that's the Champion Speedway. Like I said, this place has been around for quite a while.
We went out.
And as far as that goes, and it just I grew up next door to somebody that when that track first opened back in the day, a while back, he owned it. He owned it. Nobody could beat this this one neighbor of mine. Growing up with him, he was a couple years. He was a friend of mine. I knew him and grew up with him, and I know him to this day. He graduated from riding the motorcycles as fast as he can. He has a really souped up Corvette he takes to the track down in Jersey somewhere, and he races it down there at high speed. So he's a guy that likes the speed and stuff. But that track is still in full swing, and it looks like they're bringing up a next generation of motocross riders there, as far as that goes. So that's a good that gives you an idea of what's happening here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Okay, let's see, what do we got here? WPNG. Anything else? Let's see. That was the top story. And let's see. And we did the Elks. Okay, let's check WAAL. That's the same. Okay, same stories. Something once in a while you get one. Let's see. 22 years. Let's see what this one's about. This is on channel 34. Known Theater celebrates 20 years of playwright, and this is a theater here in Binghamton, as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and bring this one up and see what this one's about.
The beauty of perception as it hosts a very special art festival. No Theater in downtown Binghamton is hosting its Playwrights and Artists Festival this weekend and next. Using a unique approach, No picks 3 works of art and then asks playwrights and musicians to write one-act plays and musical scores inspired by one of the pieces. From the written submissions, a panel of judges, including some from the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., select a total of 6 plays, 2 inspired from each piece of art to stage during the festival. The performances are done in black box form with just a few actors and with minimal set and props. This is the 22nd year of the event. Artistic director Tim Gleason says he feels honored to play a role in bringing the plays to life.
I'm very biased, but I think theater and art are what keeps us all going when the times get dark and difficult, because it connects back to the very base of who we are as human beings. Writers need to express, and those expressions, your Williams and your Millers were all beginners at one time. And we get we're blessed to have some really talented playwrights that want to participate in this.
Gleason says following each play, there will be refreshments and good conversation. He says the festival is thinking about adding dance next year. Performances will be held this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and again November 28th through November 30th. Each show will begin at 8 with 1 play each night. Tickets are $15 per show or $40 for a full weekend pass.
Okay, so there we go. The Known Theater, as far as that goes, Known Theater celebrates its 22nd year of playwrights and artists. It's a local theater here in the Southern Tier, upstate New York, in Binghamton, and that's pretty cool. Okay, let's see what else we have on channel 34, my Binghamton hometown page. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see, local. We're going to look at the local. And that's about it there. Let's go ahead and go WENY. Oh, we got a fire. Multiple fire crews respond to an early morning fire. Let's see if this is a video. Is this a video? No, this isn't a video. So, but let me bring it up. I'll go ahead and read and they got the boom out there. Looks like the fire's coming. This is a picture. Let's go ahead and share this. There's the fire there on WENY. And there's the fire right there that took place. Let's see what this is all about. I got the rundown here. Let's see. This was in Lawrenceville, Pennsylvania. Multiple fire departments in both New York and Pennsylvania responded to a house fire in Lawrenceville on Friday morning. According to the Facebook page from Lawrenceville Fire Department, heavy smoke could be seen from a distance. Upon arrival, firefighters say flames were burning in the ceiling, making visibility near zero. So they were packed out. As you can see in the picture, there's a firefighter there with an air pack on as they worked to pull down the ceiling and get water into the attic. So it was in the attic area. Several departments alongside LFD responded to the fire incident, including Tioga Volunteer Fire Departments, Elkwood Volunteer Fire Department, Milton Fire Department, Wellsboro Fire Department, Mansfield Hose Company, and several others. No injuries were reported. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. Were reported, and officials say they also found a cat under the couch and were able to return it safely to its owner. So they rescued a cat. The house sustained significant damage, but the cause of the fire has not been revealed. And you can see from the picture, as far as that goes, folks, that that's some heavy smoke. And it's coming out of the eaves, so it's definitely up in the attic area. You don't see any smoke coming through the windows as far as that goes. And but the big thing, nobody was injured. The cat was rescued, and they can rebuild as far as that goes. So there's a fire, multiple fire units. And probably with the multiple fire units, it was probably in a rural area, so they had tankers. It was a tanker operation as far as that goes. Okay, let's see what else we have. And that's it for WENY, channel 18. There's nothing going on there. Penny Saver, Daffodil and Daisy, a blooming business open. Another business opens up in a week. Oh, that's good. Let's see, nothing on KGB. KISS 105, same as WNBF and WAAL. Let's see, up there in Binghamton, or up in Buffalo area. Nothing there. Nothing on the three web pages up there in Binghamton or Buffalo. And let's see, 1440. What do we got on 1440? Anything? No. Some interesting articles, but nothing really to present here. But I'm looking at the clock. We're over 2 hours now, so we're at our limit here. So we're going to go ahead and back out and shut down as far as that goes on the broadcast, and get our day started here. And that way the missus can get going doing her thing. And let's see. I want to say thank you for the people that were in the chat, and that was starting with Tina, our Jersey girl, who was here. Thank you. Deplorable was here from Bradford. Let's see. Tina was here from Central New Jersey, our Jersey girl, and Deplorable was here from Bradford, Pennsylvania. Thank you, Deplorable. Love the flags. And let's see. Going down the list after Tina and Deplorable, we had Tim Fanforty coming in on the YouTube side from the state of Michigan, our resident contractor. He does contracting work. Be safe there, Tim. And then after that, we had Pahadi Kugel 35 on the YouTube coming in from India. That's a social worker there saying hi to us India, the country of India. And we had Captain Rehab coming in from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Thank you, Captain Rehab, and thank you for and congratulations on the win for Dallas. There, you got the inside scoop, my friend. You got the inside scoop. That's what the misses. Well, Tim Fanforti, again, our resident contractor from Michigan, he was here, and then we had after Captain Rehab, we had Big Juice coming in from the Buckeye State of Ohio. Thank you, Big Juice. Congratulations, Cleveland won one. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Even though my Buffalo Bills lost. So thank you, Big Juice, for being here. And I think that's about it. Tina came back, and we had Big Juice, Captain Rehab, and they usually finish out towards the end, and that's all that we had in the chat. So, but we're gonna get our day started. It looks like it's cloudy out. There's clouds, but you can see a little blue skies in between. You know, it's not passing clouds. It is a little cloudy out, but there's definitely blue skies. So, and the temperature is at 40 degrees. So I should have a good walk. I'll probably just wear a light jacket and stuff. Last week, I actually had to wear gloves and a hat. That's how cold it got a couple of times. But we're at the end. I am Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich, wishing you all well. And you can follow me over on X, at Fireman Rich, and all those others platforms. Just Google at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where I'm at there. And, drop me a line or just see what I'm doing. But I'm mainly on X, at Fireman Rich. And thank you all. We do repurpose the audio over on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. As far as thank you for the listens over there on Spotify. Greatly appreciate that. And we'll be back. We got to do the audio podcast tomorrow on Spotify, using Spotify for Creators. So we'll be on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. And I might do another static broadcast tomorrow. I think Tuesday. I think Tuesday would be a good time to do that. And then we'll be back Wednesday for the Wednesday morning coffee. So you all have a great day today as we start another new weekday, a week, to working towards the weekend, as always, with a hashtag positive start to today, hashtag PSTTD here on the Monday morning coffee. We'll be back for the Wednesday morning coffee on Wednesday. But till then, you all have a great one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care. Oh, not that one. We got to go. We're skating out of here. There we go. Take care, folks. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care. And again, thanks for everybody in the chat. Have a great day, folks.